Hello everyone, today we're going to be working on the mermaid fin hair clip. So the materials that you may have in your box is this big baggie, which would come with 2 hairpins, one of which you can choose to put on your mermaid fin, the other one you can just keep otherwise. And also, you'll have this foam piece of a mermaid fin that's already cut out for you, 4 different types of sequins, which comes in this little baggie. It'll tell you what colors are in there and where they go. So top, middle, bottom. And we also think that you will need some craft glue, a toothpick or anything with a sharp edge to move around the sequins. And additionally, you can use a hot glue gun, but if you don't have one, this craft glue will also work. That is for the hair clip part, which will come last. So to get started, you're gonna take your mermaid fin, and as you can see, I've already divided my sequins into the 4 different colors. You can take the time to do this, or you can just go in a random pattern. Since I choose to have a pattern that goes along with what the baggie has, I'm gonna start with the dark purple, and I'm gonna take my craft glue, I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna put a really thin layer at the top of the mermaid fin. You can use a toothpick to help you do this, but just a really thin layer. You don't want to put too much or the sequins may move everywhere. So using my hand or my toothpick or whatever other device you're using, I'm going to lay the top sequins right onto the edge. If you want, you can overlap some of the sequins, but be aware you may have some space left over. So I'm plopping them on with my fingers and then putting them into place with my toothpick. And you want to make sure that as you go by each row, you give it enough time for it to dry before you move on to the next row. Otherwise, it may get a little bit messy. So I have my first row. It's just 4 sequins that fit there. I'm going to continue with my dark purple ones. But also you can do any pattern that you wish. Like you can do random, just any sequence anywhere, but I'm going by what colors are on the baggie. So I'm doing another very thin strip of craft glue, taking my finger with a sequin, putting it on, then using my toothpick to move it so that I don't have too much excess space. Just make sure you aren't moving your sequins to outside of the fin. Otherwise, once you put this into your hair, it might start to scratch you. So you want to be really careful with how you place these. Okay, now that we have our sequins on our mermaid fin, I have a few left over. That's because I didn't really overlap them until the end, but you can put them just as long as you like, as I said before. You can put any of the 2 hairpins that you want onto your mermaid fin. So you have 2 choices here. I feel more comfortable using this one in my hair. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna take a hot glue gun or craft glue if that's what you prefer or if that's all you have. And you wanna put your hot glue onto the top of your hairpin so that it sticks to the bottom of your mermaid fin. So that way when you put on the mermaid fin, you can see the sequins on the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put a very thin layer of hot glue right along it. And be careful, have a parent help you with this if you're using hot glue, because of course it's very, very hot. And I'm going to lay it, you can lay it anywhere on the bottom that you want to, but I'm gonna lay it right around there. And you're gonna let it dry. It may take like 2 to 5 minutes. Just let it dry completely so that it's completely sturdy. Okay, now that I think the hot glue has properly dried and the sequins are nearly dried on mine, but I hope they're completely dried on yours, you're ready to put this in your hair. So you're gonna have to hold the bottom, if you're using this hairpin, you're gonna have to hold the bottom of this and the top of your fin in order to open it up. You're gonna stick it just in your hair, just like that, and you have a mermaid fin hairpin. If you're using this pin, of course, you want to squeeze these two joints together so that it opens up, gather your hair, close it. So I hope you enjoy the mermaid hairpin, and we'll see you in the next video.